First of all, we don't even know the truth about that Rwandan genocide. We don't know the truth. A lot of events have been buried over that issue. I'm persuaded in my mind that there are foreign hands that were embedded in the genocide there. I'm absolutely convinced. You see, if you say democracy is a game of numbers, then please explain to me or explain to the world how minority Tutsis will be ruling majority Hutus. Explain to me, unless somebody has engineered it. Number two, what actually triggered all that genocide was the shooting down of the plane carrying the Hutu president and his colleague from Burundi. They were shot. As the plane was about to land, they were shot down. Who has the capacity and the technological ability to bring down a plane using using the technical know-how that can bring down that plane just as it was descending? Who has that capability? Several theories had been brought up, and it's no use, especially since I don't have access to intelligence papers. I don't have access to intelligence papers. I cannot say it is this or it is that. I know that the present president of Rwanda had accused one of the foreign Western governments of having a hand in what happened. Don't forget that the United Nations troops were there. What were they doing? The United Nations troops were led by a Canadian general. He had said certain things which some people have found uncomfortable in terms of the instructions that he was given. I mean, frankly, to tell the truth, if you were to be a general under United Nations command, I wouldn't accept that command, because you will be controlled from New York with all the politics that goes on in the headquarters there. And you will not be allowed to perform your job the way it should be performed.
Okay.
So
Prof.
we don't really know. Sorry?
Prof, no, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I was going to say that, Prof, you are going along the lines of conspiracy theory, that Habyarimana, I think that's the name, Habyarimana, who was president in 1994 because he was Hutu, was brought down by the minority Tutsis. And you are saying that there was also international conspiracy involving it. The international conspiracy will be speaking
Yes.
to the role of Belgium and I think Germany in the matter. Are you saying that that conspiracy
perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, are you saying that
Perhaps France.
Yeah, are you saying that that conspiracy theory is a valid way to look at the Rwandan genocide? I'd ask you about the lessons that Nigeria can learn, because the Rwandans, they moved ahead. They say, oh, nobody should be identified again along ethnic grounds. They made that an exclusion clause in their constitution and all of that. I wanted you to speak to what can we learn? Not this blaming of the outsider, Belgium, Germany, France, because we cannot properly, with due respect, establish the role that they played.
Quite you are quite correct. But you see, unless you look at the foundation, you cannot guarantee that the building will stand erect. But I will concede to you that I should move on. What can Nigeria learn from this? The first lesson we should learn from it is that there is a danger when groups don't get along together, or when groups don't manage their conflicts within who was it? Who was the Nigerian? I think it was Wole Soyinka who wrote something about the road to Kigali, because he saw the way we were going. That we've got to be able to manage our conflicts within parameters that are acceptable. Now the question you want to ask is, are we managing our conflicts along parameters that are acceptable? Are we indeed? Now, you have Boko Haram are doing their own thing in the northeast. You have in the northwest farmers, people who are kidnapping. You have that going. In the southeast, you have for years conflicts that are unmanageable between the people there and the military. And it has spread to the southwest, frankly. So, are we managing our conflicts within parameters that we should be? To me, the answer is no, we are not. Are we learning a lesson from Kigali? And the answer again is no. But let us be careful. Let us be careful. The president of Rwanda is a minority. And that's why I started my conversation with you by saying, should a minority be ruling a majority? Is that democracy? Would that be acceptable? Frankly, you talk about being in their constitution, that there is no Hutu, there is no Tutsi, everybody is a Rwandese. Is that acceptable to everybody? Has everybody accepted it, or has that been rammed down their throat? What you ram down people's throat is not democracy. It simply isn't. And there is no way you can persuade me